Hey there, Steeler Nation. Flip Fisher, staff writer for BehindTheSteelCurtain.com, bringing you another film study installment this week. Like I do every week, I bring out two film studies of the Steelers quarterbacks, one for the first half of the game, one for the second half. And of course, this is going to be a review of the first half of Devlin Hodges against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Hodges was 9 of 10 for 90 yards passing, 28 yards rushing, scored. And we scored on 2 of the 4 drives that we had. One of them was a massive 8-minute play drive. Unfortunately, that was the one that ended in the field goal. But this was against the 31st ranked pass defense in the NFL. But again, didn't have the ball a whole lot. So this is going to be the first play out of the gate for the Steelers. This is going to be a simple throw out to Jalen Samuels up here to the top, flat. And it's just a nice, safe throw out of the gate. This is on the road, even though there was a lot of Steeler fans there. Still on the road. And it was just, quick design play. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Quick dump off. Here we got a 2nd and 9. And this was a little bit of a bothersome play. Now, I give kudos to Hodges for letting some plays develop. And then there's other times where it's a little longer. Probably should. And he's going to take a sack on this play where he could have hit Prosser. But what was he also missing here? He's going to miss Kane at the bottom there. And it's just from not going through the progression. Dialed in on one side. Then he's coming across here. And Washington doesn't exactly look like he's got his head turned at all. And that's something that we've seen out of the Steelers' young wide receiver too much this year. A 2nd and 9. Now, this is the play. I did not see this play until I was actually watching it in this coach's view. And he's going to pump fake out here to his left. And I was like, why doesn't he throw it to the guy? Not a guy within 15 yards of him. Why is he not hitting the wide open guy? Why is he scrambling off out of the bottom instead of hitting the guy that's right there? Oh, that guy looked pretty big. And now that you actually look at it, now we see big old number 72 banner. Okay, so off the hook for not throwing it to banner. But are you going to do that at some point? I wouldn't mind seeing it. Now, I could nitpick here and say, that he needs to dive for the first down instead of sliding. But, I've knocked him a couple of times for taking unnecessary hits. We got a 3rd and 3. And one of the things that I've been giving him a lot of kudos for is his footwork. Watch how he drifts back again. This is something we have not seen hardly much of since the Chargers game. He's going to bounce and he's going to drift. That drifting back again. And he lofts it up and almost gets Jalen Samuels killed. And it should have been a flag on that for the hit to the head. But this is where he needs to better pocket presence. Not that jumping backwards that he was doing before. We got 3rd and 5. This is one of the couple of plays in the first half that I'm going to call a little bit of a wow play. Maybe not a wow play, but this is where he's going to hit Kane up top here. And it's a very nice pass. Throws it high and away from the defender. Get a better angle of it. And I'm starting to really like that Kane kid. Really am. Nice safe throw. Nice arm. Good touch. And that's where he's got. He's got that. He's got the good accuracy. There's a 2nd and 7, and I just totally despise this entire play from the very beginning. It's very frustrating. This is that huge jumbo package with a zillion tight ends. And everybody's going to stay out. Everybody's going to stay back and block, and it's going to be a 2-man route. Well, watch what happens after the snap here. It's a 2-man route against dime defense. So there's only 5 guys rushing, but look how this pocket is collapsing and just all muddled. And he is going to have Johnny Holton down here at the bottom to hit. Holton is open. But that pocket is just a mess. And he just takes what he can get. I never want to see that play ever again. You're going to see. You're going to see Vanette move over here. What's the point of that? He moves right in front of Hodges. Is he trying to pick up a blitzer? I don't want to see that again. This is 1st and 10, and this is reminiscent of when we saw him in the Baltimore game. He's going to scramble out. He's going to take off early. And all these defenders, that whole side's open. And he did it last week as well. But when all these defenders, this is, within 2 minutes, when all these defenders are giving him their backs and there's nobody there, that's great. And he's heady enough to run out of bounds. Well, here's a 2nd and 10, and this is the wow moment of the first half right here, hands down. This is the great out pass to Johnson. Bam. Drops it. Johnson gets right into that zone there, and Hodges hits him. It's just a perfect pass. Shows Hodges does have arm strength. He doesn't have a cannon. Take a look at that again. He doesn't have a cannon, but that's an accurate, solid, good throw. Bam. That was what I call the wow moment of the first. That's one thing I knocked Rudolph for not having enough, was these wow moments. Perfect. Easy pitch and catch. We got a 1st and 10. And this is where I'm going to knock him. I'm going to knock him really bad. You can't be taking a sack here, and you can't be sloppy with the football. And that's exactly what happens. He takes the sack and is sloppy with the football. And we're lucky. We're lucky that A, did knock us out of field goal range, that we weren't further back. And B, that Arizona didn't jump on the ball. And he's just got to be feeling that pressure. And Matt Filer was not very good today. which has been kind of odd. And you know, so there is times where I give him kudos for letting a play develop, but this is not one of them. And he's got the easy out here. Throw that. Throw that. You know, take what the defense is going to give you there. And we're going to see on this next play that's what he is exactly going to do on the next play. But that's just being sloppy with the football. It can happen. 3rd and 13. And he takes what the defense gives him here. Johnson's going to drag over the middle. Pitch and catch. Now, that being said, this is a play where he probably should have waited for the play to develop a little more. Over the middle. Open. But and another weird thing is Vance McDonald on that is run. It never turns. No idea what Vance McDonald actually do. But you know, 22 seconds left. Take the easy pitch and catch, and hopefully he gets out of bounds, which didn't happen. But we had timeouts. But you know, 3rd and 13. It was going to be 4th down. So there it is. That's Devlin Hodges in the first half against the Arizona Cardinals. Not phenomenal numbers, but not. He didn't screw the team over. It kept the Steelers in the game. It wasn't. It was 10-10 at half, not in spite of him, but because of him. All right, Steeler Nation. Hopefully you enjoyed my film study. So give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. Be sure to subscribe. And be sure to smash that bell. The only way you know if I'm going to put up new content or when I go live. Planning on going live in the next couple of days. All right. Laters.